So we're going to talk a little bit about the remote, which we don't have connected right now, just the remote itself, which has a battery in the back side of it, right there. And then a spare battery is located inside this compartment, and that is where the battery is charged from. So is the battery constantly being charged when it's in there?
So the battery will only charge when the machine is being charged.
So when it's plugged into 110 volt power, which is charging the battery.
Exactly. So when the 12 volt charge, the best way to think about it is when the 12 volt is charging, that spare battery is charging.
Okay, so the 12 volt battery will not charge the spare battery for the remote.
No.
It must be plugged in right here on this switch.
Yes.
Okay, good enough. Do you want to talk about the just the controls in general on the remote?
Yeah, absolutely. So for the controls in general, you just have the emergency stop, the connection button. You have your different speeds. The Gerris has 3 different speeds. You can see by the triangles, the middle is the slowest, the 2 triangles is in the middle, and then the 3rd is the fastest. And it's just a toggle switch, you just push it to wherever you want.
Okay.
You also have rapid interval, that'll just be higher RPMs from the engine. And that's just the same toggle switch, you just push it in whatever direction you want.
Okay, and then we talked about the 3 buttons. The orange button is the choke, the green button is the electric start button, and the red button is the motor kill switch.
Yes.
Okay.
You have your track expansion and retraction, and that you just press and hold to expand and press and hold to retract.
Okay.
On the Gerris,
Now it must be operating, correct, for hydraulic pressure to be able to do these functions?
Yes, for any actual functions that require hydraulic pressure, the machine has to be on and running. You also have an automatic stabilization button. So for the stabilizers, you just press and hold for down, and it will automatically level the machine. You'll get an OK sign on the remote, which we'll show a little bit later as well. And then to bring them up, same thing, just press and hold, and it'll bring it up.
How far up do you have? Can you just bring them up a short ways to move it a little bit?
Absolutely. So as long as they're not touching, as long as they aren't making contact with the ground, then you can move the machine.
So is that a proportional switch that you have to hold until they're completely back up in place, or you can stop them at any point along the way?
You can stop it at any moment along the way. However, for leveling the machine, I recommend you just press and hold it and let the machine take care of itself.
Okay, so you can't just click the thing and let it go. You have to hold it in the down position or hold it in the up position and stop it where you want it.
Yes.
But in the down position for stabilizing, you want to just hold it all the way down and let the machine do all the stabilization.
Yes, and once it's stabilized, once you get that okay, it will stop. It will stop. And then if you want to raise it up more, you just press and hold it down again, and it will raise it up to the next level of stabilization.
Got it.
Over here, you have the option, it correlates to this for your boom movements and for the ground movements. So yellow would be the ground movements, green would be the boom movements, and these levers just correlate to. Correct.
Got it. So essentially, when that's up in the green position, it's only for moving the boom.
Exactly.
When it's down in the yellow position, it's only for moving on the ground and will not move the boom function at the same time.
Yes.
So these are actually kind of dual controls.
Absolutely.
Controlled by that toggle switch right there.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Sounds good. Let's get this thing running.